What is up, y'all? We're back with Sunday Riff Refinery episode 15, and today we're ripping off Hawthorne Heights and Blink-182 and basically every other pop-punk band that you've ever heard of. And we're working with a little bit different format for the episode today, so let's see if you guys like it or not. Let me know down in the comments if you like this format better or the older formats better. But basically, we started out with a riff, and I'm using a new amp sim from Aurora DSP. It's the Laboga Diamond Sound. Really, really cool, and it fit this genre very well. It's not metal, but it can be if you want it to be, but this is the riff. So that's what we're working with as far as the riff goes. You can see inside of the amp sim here, all we've got is the Marshall style amp first, and then we've got the overdrive pedal, we've got a little bit of pre-EQ going on here. Just a high-end bump right there, nothing else going on at all. And then we don't have the maximizer on, we don't even have the EQ on. I left everything pretty much alone on this because it just sounded good on its own. Then we're messing with my favorite Robot Dog Drums Rock. This one just always sounds good, man, and I'm using the STL control hub along with it. But as far as the kit goes, I changed the snare around this time. I went with the Sonar Maple one, and just sounds good, it sounds fat. We've got the kick going, sounding clicky, I like it. If we go into the STL control hub, which I've really grown to like this, I'm using the Benson and Plotnikov preset on here. It's the Rock drum bus. And so we've got their console going for color. We've got the Ure LA 3A plus Avalon 747 on the dynamics. And then for the master EQ, we've got an Electrodyne 812. And I've only just dialed this in for the sim itself. I haven't done anything else major. I've just messed with the threshold a little bit. But this is what the drums are going to sound like. And if you're wondering, I didn't program the drums myself this time. I used the Punk MIDI pack from Loudstack. It worked great. You can see I used it for everything but these little fills that I put in here. Everything else was straight from that pack. It's literally just 4 beats total, and it came out perfect, honestly. It fit what I was writing. I re-recorded the guitars to it like I usually do. Now for bass, as usual, I am using the STL Tones amp hub because it just does the thing for me, and I love the way that it sounds. So for the bass, we're looking at this as the tone. Very, very simple, right? I do have a little bit of overdrive happening from the Modern 3001, and it just sounds good to me. It fit in the mix. You do see I have quite a few other plugins going on though. I have Pro Q4, just doing high and low pass, compressing the low end a little bit with the dynamic EQ, and then just some notching happening. Good old double tap, I throw that on every bass bus that I have, and then I do have just a basic limiter on it as well. So very, very simple as far as that goes. The bass is very simple. Now, this is the surprise for you all. I've got vocals going on in here. I'm not a good singer. I don't sound anything like Hawthorne Heights. I don't sound anything like Blink-182, but I tried. So the vocal chain is actually just a bunch of plugins from Neuro Audio. Specifically though, the Xvox Pro is what's doing the heavy lifting here. So inside of here you have your dynamics, you have your tone, space, and sound effects, which I'm using like a saturator style inside of that. So what we're looking at here is just my soloed vocals. This is gonna sound bad. It does have some tuning going on with their XPitch as well. And then they have something similar to Vocal Rider, but you know, not screwing over the customers like Waves tends to. So I'm really thankful for Neuro Audio for having some really cool plugins. I paid for all of this, by the way. They did not sponsor any of this. I just used it on this video. So this is what the vocal sounds like.
Right here, right now, when I'm with you.
So just a little bit of a teaser there. Don't roast me for the vocals just yet. They sound okay in the mix there. Again, I'm pretty new to recording my own vocals, especially mixing my own vocals, considering I can't stand the sound of my own voice. So just wait till you hear it in the final mix. I promise you, it sounds pretty cool. It's not my best work. I will get better at this, but I'm pretty proud of these. So lastly, I do have the Townhouse bus compressor on the mix bus, and then I use JST Maximizer to push this over the finish line. And I don't have a ton going on in the Maximizer. I have it set to a 3-band clipper. I have the bass enhance up a little bit. I monoed the bass under 100 hertz, and then I'm compressing the low end a little bit more. Tone is left alone, adding some saturation. And then what I do for my mixes, because I always add too much high end into everything, is in the spectrum analyzer, I brought it down by like 1.5 dB on the high end, and that tends to make it sit a little bit better and not be so harsh to everybody else listening that doesn't have high end hearing loss like myself. But that's about it. So let's go and listen to the final mix, shall we? And let me know if you think this sounds like Hawthorne Heights or Blink-182, or if I'm even in the ballpark of a good pop punk song, because honestly, I want to release this one on streaming platforms, and it's pretty close to finish. Let's take a listen.
Right here, right now, when I'm with you, we play your favorite songs and start to heal. It took 3 whole days to start the fire. I need a lifetime more just
So that was it. That was Sunday Riff Refinery episode 15, a pop punk banger, might I say, in the books. And I think I like this new format a little bit more. But let me know, do y'all want to actually watch me record everything and track everything and watch all of my mistakes and watch the process? Or do you prefer the quick and dirty version like this? This is honestly less work for me, and I feel like maybe people will pay attention a little bit more. And that will be evidenced by maybe somebody watching me saying this right now. If you've made it this far in the video, let me know what your opinion is. Please. I want to know. I want to know if my past videos are more fun for people to watch because you like seeing that process, or if you just like seeing the quick and dirty bit of the process each step of the way and then get right into the demo itself. But yeah, that's it for now. I hope y'all like this. If you don't, let me know that too. If you think this way is dumb, let me know. But all applicable links are down in the description below for everything that I used today. Some of them are affiliate links and some of them aren't. But any affiliate links that you decide to use really do help me in the long run to keep going this way. But until next time, peace and love. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.